We currently live in the digital age, an era where technology is as common as the air we breathe. It's in every corner of our lives, from the smartphones in our pockets to the artificial intelligence making decisions behind the scenes. It's truly reshaping the world, but if we pause and reflect on that for just one moment, we can see how information and technology in the past 12 months has actually not made a positive contribution toward the achievement of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Today, Group 20 will be touching on a wide array of topics as to why this is the case. Firstly, as a result of technology, we have seen a huge increase in the amount of e-waste that accumulates around the world every single minute. These toxic items are incredibly detrimental to both the planet and to people's health. Next, we will discuss the quest for the next battery-powered breakthrough and how it's scarring our Earth, turning beautiful landscapes into wastelands for lithium and cobalt. Number 3, we will discuss the human cost of our tech obsession. Jobs are now in the line of fire as robots and algorithms take the wheel. Number 4, we will then discuss the gap between the tech-savvy and the left-behinds and how it's growing, fueling inequalities and reshaping how our society is functioning. So, as we stand on the brink of tomorrow, armed with this incredible technology, we're forced to ask, is it taking us in the right direction? Are we building a world where technology serves all, or are we exacerbating divides, harming our planet, and losing sight of what matters?
To begin with, information technology has made a negative contribution towards the third Sustainable Development Goal, which is good health and well-being, and a big factor in that is due to electronic waste, or also known as e-waste. The World Health Organization reveals that millions of tons of e-waste are improperly disposed of each year, leading to the release of toxic substances like dioxins, lead, and mercury into the environment. This not only causes widespread contamination of air, water, and soil, but also poses severe health risks to vulnerable groups such as children and pregnant women. For children, there are potential long-term effects on their growth and cognitive development. For pregnant women, they face risks that can affect their unborn children, including the potential for stillbirth, premature birth, and developmental delays. Furthermore, communities located near e-waste recycling sites are subjected to increased air pollution, leading to issues like higher incidence of asthma and other respiratory conditions.
The production of IT hardware requires the extraction and processing of cobalt and lithium, both essential components in modern batteries, present in nearly all consumer electronics. However, mining lithium and cobalt poses serious environmental impacts, such as consuming significant amounts of water and energy. Lithium production through evaporation ponds uses 21 million liters of water per day, and 2.2 million liters of water are needed to produce just 1 ton of lithium. Cobalt and lithium mining contribute 1.5 and 1.3 million tons of carbon dioxide equivalent annually. This mining damages wildlife habitats, causes soil erosion, and leads to long-term ecological damage. Brine mining is a process required in lithium mining, which involves pumping salt water to the surface of underground saltwater reserves. Unfortunately, these toxic heavy metals contaminate water sources, threaten ecosystems, harm species, and reduces biodiversity.
In terms of inequality, not everyone has equal access to IT infrastructure, such as computers, smartphones, and high-speed internet. This digital divide can aggravate existing social inequalities, as those without access are left behind in terms of educational opportunities, job prospects, and access to essential services. Even if access to IT resources is available, there exists a gap in skills. There can be disparities in digital literacy and technical skills. People from marginalized communities or lower socioeconomic backgrounds may lack the training and education needed to fully utilize IT tools and resources, putting them at a disadvantage. Furthermore, stereotyping of certain races or ethnicities through ID can perpetuate harmful biases and contribute to social inequalities. How often have we seen stereotypical portrayal of certain races on media, be it in movies, shows, and other ID platforms? They often play a significant role in shaping public perceptions through the content they promote. When, when racial or ethnic groups are consistently depicted in stereotypical or negative ways, it can reinforce harmful stereotypes and marginalize those communities. Racism and discrimination can manifest in online communities and forums through hate speech, harassment, and the spread of false information about racial or ethnic groups, which worsens the situation. These discriminations can also be termed as misleading information as it is used to define the entire race, ethnicity, or nation. Information technology is often used to propagate misleading and false information to spread certain agendas. It often leads to several problems, such as conflicts, polarization, and division within the society, which essentially destroys peace and hence negatively impacts SDG 16.
The United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, SDG 4 stands as a beacon for quality education, aiming for empowered individuals and communities through knowledge and learning opportunities. Information technology has transformed education, democratizing learning through digital platforms, online courses, and educational apps. Yet, challenges persist. While technology enhances learning outcomes, it poses challenges in digital literacy, access, and content quality. The digital divide persists, hindering marginalized communities' access to technology and online learning. Without equity, the promise of quality education remains elusive. To harness technology's potential, we must prioritize inclusivity, equity, and digital skills for all learners. In conclusion, while information technology can revolutionize education and advance SDG 4, its positive contribution remains requires bridging gaps and fostering inclusive learning environments. However, we must acknowledge that technological advancement alone cannot guarantee equitable access to education. As we strive for progress, it's crucial to recognize the limitations of technology and address inequalities. True educational transformation demands not only innovation, but also commitment to social justice and inclusive practices. Therefore, while technology may enhance educational opportunities, it has not made a significant positive contribution towards quality education globally in the past 12 months.
The target of full employment in SDGA can be greatly undermined by IT. The rapid automation caused by AI has significantly transformed industries such as manufacturing, transportation, and services like accounting and customer support. Unlike the Industrial Revolution that only replaced mechanical jobs, the AI will take over jobs in a wider range. Take drivers as an example. They have kept their jobs, from carriages to automobiles, because there was always a need for professionals to drive the vehicles, no matter how the vehicles have been upgraded. However, autonomous vehicles threaten to replace millions of drivers worldwide with advanced analytical, planning, and maneuvering techniques. If there is no need for human operators to control the vehicle, the occupation itself would be meaningless and finally disappear, just like the elevator operators. Furthermore, people who have their jobs taken by AIs may have to develop new skills in order to find jobs. What's worse, the skill gaps between their former profession and the skills required by the job market can be extremely difficult to fill up. It might result in a situation where the old expertise is hard to apply to the new jobs, causing a high learning cost for developing new skills, which in turn intensifies unemployment.
In closing, our exploration into the negative impacts of information technology on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals reveals significant challenges. E waste poses health risks under Sustainable Development Goals 3, good health and well being, while lithium and cobalt mining affect ecosystems and consumption patterns under Goals 15 and 12. Automation's threat to employment is a concern for Sustainability Development Goal 8, decent work and economic growth, while IT's role in perpetuating inequalities raises issues for Goals 10, reduced inequality. Broader implications on data privacy and security bring us to peace, justice, and strong institutions, which is goal number 16. Challenges in achieving quality education, which is goal number 4, persist despite technology's transformative potential. In conclusion, we have figured out that there are negative contributions to various sustainable development goals in the past 12 months, which require immediate attention. As we move forward, nuanced understanding and inclusive practices are imperative to ensure a balanced and sustainable future. Thank you.